Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share a review of the Nails.Inc polish that I recently tried. If you tuned into my live mani with me on Christmas Eve, this is a follow-up to that video. I told you I would let you know how that manicure held up, and that's what I'm gonna do today.
I'm gonna try this one, and then they sent the base and top coat as well. So I'm gonna do a full Nails.Inc mani and hopefully report back to you about how long it lasts.
So it's exactly 1 week from the day that I applied that manicure, and I wanted to quickly show you how my nails held up. So as you can see, overall, pretty well. There are 2 chips, one on my thumb and one on my index finger. There's a little bit of wear on the tips of the nails, which is normal, but I did cap all of the edges. The polish itself is still pretty shiny. There are a few scratches on the nails, which again is totally normal, but there's no lifting, no peeling. Overall, they held up very well. I totally forgot to snap pictures over the course of the week, but you can see that the manicure was nearly perfect up until yesterday. Yesterday is when these 2 chips popped up. And if I'm being honest, I have put these fingers through a lot the past week, like wrapping presents, baking, cleaning, washing dishes, breaking down boxes, completely rearranging our home. These guys have been put to work. So for them to look this good after 1 week, I'm very impressed with this line. I like to rate my polishes based on a 1 week time frame because I think that's a fair amount of time to judge a polish. Gel and dip, of course, should last longer, but for a regular old polish, if you can get a solid week, I think that is incredible. So I wanted to share a couple of the pros and cons from this line in case you were interested in trying them out. Let's start with the good. I used their base coat and their top coat. I really enjoyed both of them. I found that the base dried fairly quickly, which is important to me when doing a regular manicure. You don't want that base coat to take way too long to dry. If it's too tacky or a little wet, it just prolongs the entire manicure because you don't want to put wet polish on wet polish. So I really did like this. And their top coat was surprisingly glossy and fast drying. Honestly, was not expecting them to both work as well as they did, but I would contribute the longevity of this manicure to both of these. As for their colors, so I love the assortment of colors that Nails.Inc has. I used Victoria for this manicure. It wore very dark, but it's the perfect winter holiday shade. I have to say the brushes are one of my favorites. They have a nice thick, wide brush. You know, I am a sucker for thick, wide brushes. In my opinion, they're just the easiest to use. You can cover the nail in like 2 strokes, and I was very excited to see that. I also loved the formula of the polish. Not only is it vegan, cruelty-free, and 10-free, but it's very opaque. It has incredible coverage and a really nice finish. You probably could get away with 1 coat of most of their colors, but 2 coats is absolutely perfect. You really don't need to dabble with a 3rd, which is huge in my book. Some polishes don't have that depth to them, and you really need to use more than you should have to, but not with this line. 2 coats is absolutely fabulous. I found the application to be incredibly easy. Similar to the base coat, the colors dry very quickly, so there was not a lot of wait time between coats, which is huge, huge, huge in my book. And obviously, I'm impressed with the wear time. So to get a solid week out of a manicure is perfect. Anything more than that is a bonus. Anything less is
a less than ideal polish.
But honestly, if my nails weren't put to so much work this week, like if this was just a normal week, I don't think these 2 chips would have happened, and this may have lasted a lot longer than it did. But I'm ready for a new color anyway, so it all kind of worked out. One more pro about these bottles, I just absolutely adore the design. I love the shape of the bottle. I find them very visually appealing. I love the sleek silver caps. It's just very different than the normal bottles you see in stores, and I like that. When I was swatching these, I was actually really impressed with how well this light shade wore, and this red is just gorgeous. All right, on to the cons. I only came up with 2. The first is that these polishes are on the pricier side. However, they're not that much pricier than any other polish. The NailPure polishes retail for $15 a bottle, which it is kind of expensive. It's about double what most polishes are, and forget drugstore products, it's at least 3 times the amount. But for the wear time that I experienced, I do think it would be worth the investment. I don't know if I would go rushing out to buy every single color, but for key colors like your standard nude pink, a great red, or even this dark burgundy, I think they'd be great to have in the collection. Paired with the base and top coats, I think this is a really incredible line. The one other con that I had is the cap design. Now, while I love how it looks, I'm just not a huge fan of the fact that you can't open it. You cannot use this nail polish with the cap. You have to remove the cap and then unscrew it like this. which honestly isn't the worst thing in the world. I find that I have a better grip when working with a smaller cap, so it actually works to my advantage. But for people who like that bigger, bulkier grip, you probably won't love working with this as much. Also, it was just kind of confusing. When I first went to use the polishes, I had absolutely no idea how to open it, because if you twist it, like, nothing happens. If you lift it a little and then twist, this just spins. How did I do that? I've been saying this whole time that you can't use the cap like that. How did that just stick? They even say on their website that you have to remove the lid. How did that just happen? Thank God I did this with the light color. Okay, hold on. Maybe take back what I just said. Somehow the brush is staying in the cap. Okay, weird, weird, weird. Feel kind of weird now. I feel kind of dumb. But you can see, like, I have all of these marks from trying to get it open the last time. And how I just did that, I honestly have no idea. Okay, let's try it with a different polish carefully. So I lifted it just a bit and twisted, and you hear it? Oh my God, this one gripped too. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe they lied. On their website, under their FAQs, it literally says to remove the lid and then unscrew the smaller cap. But I guess there is a little way to do it. Let me try it with one more because I'm just so shocked. So like when you twist, it's locked up. When you pull it off, you can open. When you lift it one click and then turn, okay. Guys, that is no longer a con. If you want to paint your nails with the lid on, you can. If you want to paint your nails without the lid on, you can. Wow, that was just, what a fun little discovery live while filming. I feel kind of silly now, but I tried so many times to get that to work, and no matter what I did, it was not working.
I did want to say this before I got started. These bottles are beautiful. I love the square design. I love the lids, but I could not open them. Like, it does not twist open. So I have to pull it off and then use it like this, which is kind of annoying, but you can tell it's like getting all scratched up from trying to open it.
A little bit of extra luck today. A couple things I wanted to note about the brand in general. So this specific line of polish that I tried is their NailPure line, which is cruelty-free, vegan, and 10-free. However, they also have other lines of polish. One in particular is their Plant Power line, which in addition to being vegan and cruelty-free is 21-free. I'd be really curious to try that out and see the longevity of those manicures, but I think that's amazing for people who usually gravitate towards very clean products. That is definitely a line you may want to check out. They also sell a lot of makeup that is 100% cruelty-free and 100% vegetarian. They're working towards making all of their products 100% vegan. So I think that's great. I love that they're very conscious of that, and I think that's kind of the way that makeup is trending and the direction that we're going to notice a lot of brands taking. So Nails.Inc is definitely ahead of the curve. That's really everything that I wanted to mention. Thank you so much to Nails.Inc for sending me these polishes to try. This is not a sponsored video. This was just my opinion, and I really wanted to share a follow-up to the live. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. I recently released my 2021 live manicure schedule, so if you didn't know, I go live on YouTube to paint my nails, and I invite you to paint along with me. I started dabbling with that last year when we went into quarantine, and a lot of people really enjoyed it, so I decided to make a schedule for 2021 with one live mani a month, so you can mark your calendars and join me when you have time. I did schedule one in for my wedding manicure. I'm going to be getting married this year, and obviously I'm going to paint my own nails for the wedding. I thought it would be a really cool way to include you guys and share a little bit of my wedding with you. So I am going to be painting my nails like 2 days, I think, before the wedding. So that's going to be July mani. Leave me a comment below letting me know if you've tried any polishes from Nails.Inc and what other polishes you'd like me to review. But that's it for today. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.